What it do, what it do, what it do, what it do. Hey, y'all see the title, right? We ain't fucking with LA City Cars, La Puente. They said the one in Inglewood, they told me they're the same owner, so if we want to run it like that, we can run it like that. But I got a story to tell, man. La Puente, LA City Motors is on some bullshit, right? Tell y'all about my story. I just left right there busting a nutty. They called the sheriffs on me and all that, right? Now, just for factual purposes, I'm going to set the scene for you. It's a La Puente, LA City Motors, right? LA City Cars. Whole showroom full of Mexicans. Not one black in sight, a couple white boys. I ended up there on accident last Sunday because I was leaving Palmdale, right? And when I left Palmdale at a car lot, because this what happened, because my son, I got a 16-year-old son, he turned 16 in January, he got his license. Well, his brother got his license when he was 16, he got a whip. My 16-year-old son got two 16-year-old sons. One of them turned 17 in January. So here it is, November. I'm trying to surprise Cub with a Christmas/birthday gift. His birthday, he'll be 17 January 12th. Very good kid. Kermon Williams. We call him Monster, right? So I'm like, fuck it. I'm going to try to make a move, bust a move, hit him with an early Christmas/birthday gift. So I'm looking online for little whippities, right? I already got like a car or two financed on my credit, right? And my credit ain't that great, so I'm online looking. Whoop, it's this lot out in Palmdale that guaranteed me they had something for me, right? Well, so I went out there. Well, they bullshitted me, right? They shitted on your boy. They ain't had nothing for me.
In 2 miles, keep right onto I-105 West.
I stopped at the liquor store right there by the lot. They didn't have no deer juice, so yeah, I grabbed this bullshit Juanitos. Y'all never see me do that again, more likely than not. Boo. But anyway, so I'm trying to surprise Monster with a whip, right? So I go to Palmdale, they shit on your boy, they ain't got nothing for me. Won't. So as I have been online, just like scanning for shit, you know, you get to clicking the buttons, doing the little pre-approvals and all that. There was a few lots that have been getting at me all week, calling me, hey, we got something for you, woo, wah, wah. So when the shit didn't go right, when it didn't pop in Palmdale, cuz, I'm like, fee nucky. I'm finna, the next person that I was in contact with was LA City Cars. So they have been texting me, calling me, woo, wah, wah. So they had like a cool little Jag E-Pace, feel me? Under a dub. I'm like, well, that'll be snug. It's like a cool little snug bug for my son, right? So when I leave Palmdale, I just go to LA City Motors, look it up, LA City Cars. As soon as I see it, I hit it, bam, GPS, I'm on my way. Boom, I'm riding, doing my thing. Pull up. I ain't gonna lie, when I got there, I'm looking like, damn, Inglewood bigger than I thought. I'm far from Inglewood. Y'all who don't know Southern California, I'm in La Puente, but as I'm following GPS from Palmdale, for those who don't know, it's throwing me off thinking I'm going where I'm supposed to go, and I'm not really keening in on, I ain't going in the right area. So I get off the freeway. When I'm pulling right up to the location, it's saying you a minute away. I'm like, damn. I'm like, damn, it's my thoughts in my mind. I'm like, Inglewood bigger than what I thought. I look at the street, I'm like, I'm gonna have to ask Munchie about this street. I forget the name, I think it's Franciscito or something. I'm like, I'm gonna have to ask Munchie about this street, because I ain't never remember seeing this street in Inglewood. So, bam, I mob up in there, bam. So I go in there and ask for the name of the person that I have been communicating with. And they draw a blank. Whoa. I'm like, hey, I come about the whoopty whoops. They knew it was the exact vehicle that I was interested in and all that. So bam. I'm like, they like, Quickly, they suggest and discover that I must have been in communication with the Inglewood place. So I'm like, finna walk out. They're like, yeah, but we own both of them. So if there's something over there you interested that we don't got, we can do it here. It don't matter. Woo, wah, wah, wah. I thought the finesse game was strong, cuz it was on me out the gate, right? Yes. Gang of Harleys going by on the E-way. Y'all can see it. It's a game on though. Here they come. Y'all missed the game on, but there's some more coming. I think that's the last one. All right. So bam. I get up in there, they're like, whoa, we can do whatever, whoa, whoa, whoa. All right, look around, whoa, whoa. You know, sit there and swear to God, the greatest experience, they had a salesperson named Presley, white boy. Man, small talk expert. Had me comfortable just sitting out there for hours, just chit-chat. Come out, bam, look, unfortunately, we're not able to get you approved. You have a couple of car loans already for the vehicle you're interested in. However, there is one vehicle that we could approve you for. Oh, is that right? What is it? If you want to see it, come on out here and see it. Check me out, y'all. Mind you, I'm buying this vehicle for my soon-to-be 17-year-old son. He'll be 17 in January. So, bam. I walk out on, they show me this car, cuz it's a cool little new body style small mini SUV called a Hyundai Nexo. 2021, 27,000 miles on it. The lights in the front, they cold. I got some pictures of the lights. I might, when I redo this thumbnail, I'm gonna include probably a picture of the car when I do the thumbnail, right? So it was a cool little, looked like a cool little scoop buggy for a young nigga. So I'm like, oh, this cool, what's happening? All right, if you like this, let's come on, let's go talk about it. So we go sit down, whoa. He started telling me it's a hydrogen fuel vehicle. Brand new term to me, right? Never heard of this concept of a hydrogen fuel vehicle. But on a lot, cuz if you go look, or just go look them up, LA City Cars, La Puente. Don't fuck with them, cuz they got a gang of Teslas and electric cars. Primarily, their whole lot is full of electric cars. They got a few gas fuel cars, but it seems like they got primarily all electric cars. So I'm assuming to some degree this Hyundai Nexo is in the class of these other electric cars. Because the car that I first was interested in was a gas fuel car. So I'm thinking, oh, they showing me an alternative amongst these electric cars, which is a equal amongst the Teslas, and they got like Chevy Bolts, and they got the electric Mustangs, they got all the other electric shit that you're familiar with seeing. So I'm like, oh, okay, this is one of those. Man. So as we sitting down doing the shit, Presley, the salesperson, one of my questions is, so how do I get, where you supposed to go to get these fuel? So he go on his Google, on his little tablet, bam, it pop up, hydrogen fuel, a gang of locations, green, it say open 24 hours. But it's not a gang of locations in relation to how many gas stations you see, or now in my experience, since I went through this experience, you'll see what I learned, how I got educated. It's not even a gang of locations as in relations to how many places you can charge your Tesla or any type of EV outside of Tesla. I think it's two main types of electric vehicles out here and charging stations, either the Tesla station or a general EV station. So the number of fueling stations were not even relative or comparable to those. However, when I say where I fuel it, La Puente is out some. It's like no traffic. It's like 45 minutes away from the city. With traffic, it's an hour and a half. I've done it multiple times this week. I'm on my way back right now. GPS to the city, it was like 30-something minutes, 37 minutes. So when I came multiple times this week, it's been over an hour multiple times. So, bam. They like, yeah, so I'm like, well, you know, I'm more in the South Bay area. Where they got fueling out here, because you know, you looking up the fueling out here toward this area, that's not really gonna help me. So he changed the address to the South Bay, bam. And from what I can see, it's 10 to 12 locations within 4 to 5 miles from my son's house. So I'm like, all right, that'll work, you feel me? You know, that's reasonable. I'm not knowing how many actual electrical charging vehicle stations it is for the Teslas and the other EVs at this moment. I'm thinking this is somehow relative to what's going on.
Go past this exit, then use the right 2 lanes to keep right onto I-105 West.
I'm ignorant, naive to the market, right? So, bam, but you know, in my assessment,
use the right 2 lanes to keep right onto I-105 West.
16 turning 17. I know his program, the potential, what he has to do, it's fine. You know what I'm saying? The car.
Keep right.
When I was leaving the lot, and you know, all the fueling stations are within.
In about 4 miles, take the exit to merge onto I-710 South toward Long Beach.
From his house, so that's cool. Bam. So bam, I leave it. Matter of fact, I drove to the lot, so I'm like, fuck it. Surprising. Bam. I have him and his older brother, my junior. I tell him, I need y'all to come help me. Well, they're like, what's up? I said, I'm stranded, man. I need both of y'all to pull up on me. I don't give them no more information. I give them my location. Well, they got my location indefinitely, right? They pull up on me. Well, surprise. Happy Merry Christmas, happy birthday. This you. My son, he into like cars in general, but he also into technology and shit. He real sharp. So I'm thinking he gonna dig on the electric thing, bam, bam, bam. So, ooh, hug, we out of here, wham, wham. So, him being sharp, the next day, I give him the little education they gave me on fueling the car. One of his first things is, he's sliding around town just trying to go see how easy it is gonna be to fuel this car. And he is finding out everywhere he Google that say open 24 hours for hydrogen fuel, none of them is servicing the car. So he trying to explain to me what he going through. It's fucking my head up because I know what they explained to me. So I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna come get it. I'm gonna go try to get a fuel. So I jump in the car. This Monday, like midday. Now, I'm driving from, when you Google up, right now, hit your Google, hydrogen fueling stations in the South Bay area. You're going to see a number of them pop up, green, 24 hours open. So I start going to them. Now, mind you, we left the lot. It was like 120-something miles of power. My son had the car for a few hours. It's like at 70. Now we going from lot, now, going from lot to lot. Before I even realized it was hydrogen specific, the homegirl was trying to tell me it's only EV or Tesla. So if you ain't got Tesla, you got EV.
In 2 miles, take the exit to merge onto I-710 South toward Long Beach.
These mileage is getting lower and lower, cuz. I'm driving around town, I'm like, damn. When I pull up to these locations that Google showed me, what I'm finding out is there's Shell gas stations. The Shell gas station is very well open 24 hours. However, they got this blue hydrogen fueling machine off to the side. It looked like it's from dinosaur ages. It's not lit up. It's not operating. At a couple of locations, I pulled up in front of it, and through the window, you can see the nigga working behind the cash register. And as you going to approach the pump, he doing you like this, like, and I'm like, shit don't work. He like, nah. So now I'm realizing, now I'm sitting in the car because I'm really trying to research where I can get some hydrogen fuel. So I'm like, I'm looking, bam, I'm like, damn. I'm sitting to the side because I got very limited mileage. One of these moves is gonna have to work. But I also went to multiple locations of the EVs, and I finally realized, oh, this is a whole different hookup. If you pop the gas tank on the motherfucker, right, it got like a little nipple pop out, just saying it look like a blunt. You know, usually in the gas tank, when you go to the gas station, you take the gas pump out, is the Audi, and you put it into the innie to pump your gas. This thing, you got an Audi poking out your tank, and the pump, I got pictures of it. The pump is an innie, and you got to put it on to put the hydrogen fuel.
Use the right 2 lanes to take the exit to merge onto I-710 South toward Long Beach.
I'm like, damn. So I'm driving from place to place. This is my experience. So I'm on the side of the road because I'm Googling, researching. Find out Shell had did a program where they opened up. Look, they only sell hydrogen fuel cars in California. They didn't tell me none of this shit on the lot.
Take the exit.
Get on the highway with this motherfucker and ride to another state. So it'd be perfect for a first car for a team that you want to have limited access to the world, right? However, I didn't have none of this knowledge.
Use the left 2 lanes to keep left to merge onto I-710 South toward Long Beach.
To a hydrogen fueling program in Southern California. Let me put this on Do Not Disturb just in case we get dead like last night.
Keep left.
So, bam. I find out that Shell had went into this big program, spent millions, and opened up all these hydrogen fuel stations across the city. However, the program, because lack of response, interest from the public, was discontinued in February. And they showed me this car just this past Sunday. Tomorrow will make a week. So what is the day? The 16th or something. So they sold me the car like on the 10th or the 12th, whatever. So bam, took my down payment, swiped it right off my card. Well, so I'm like, damn. Mind you, throughout this process, I don't know if I had started calling them yet. But I'll let you know, eventually I started calling them a lot, giving them an update. Okay, because this is Monday evening. This is all the way into the Monday evening. I haven't called the lot, I don't believe. Still may have had some type of mileage. No, Monday night, that motherfucker went to where I started off with 120-something miles on the speedometer. It went to 0. But the homegirl told me she got...
In 1.8 miles, take exit 8A to merge onto CA91 West.
Shit, she like, once you get to 10 miles, once you get to 0, you got 10 miles before you go out. I don't got no indication of that. All I got now is showing red, 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 like you low. So now I got to make every move my best move. I finally locate a couple of stations that are not Shell stations that claim to sell hydrogen fuel. The closest one, which is about 8.5 miles, almost 9 miles, I think it was 8.9. It's like in Signal Hill, Long Beach. Mind you, Monday night, I done drove around to a couple of places. After it went to 0. So I'm not sure how much time I actually even have to still even try it, right? So I'm like, fuck it. It say Signal Hill. When I look it up, look at the location, it ain't no Shell. It's different color. I'm like, maybe they doing it. Bam, it say open 24 hours. I shoot out there not knowing if I'm gonna make it.
Stay in the second or third lane from right.
Hop out. I get to trying to put the pump on the little nozzle nipple that's on the car. Shit not fitting. So I'm thinking I just don't know how to work it. So I see somebody else pumping their shit. It's a hydrogen fuel tank. I'm like, hey homie, this is my first time. Can you show me how to do this? So he like, oh yeah, sure. He come over, he try to fuck with it. It ain't fitting. He say, damn, maybe this pump is broke. You should try another.
Use the right 2 lanes to take exit 8A to merge onto CA91 West.
So bam, I do that one. Move to the other one. I still can't get it. Now I'm feeling clumsy, goofy. I'm not that mechanically or hands-on inclined. So I'm thinking it's just me not knowing what I'm doing with tools. And I'm out here, so I'm going over hard trying to make this shit work before I ask for some more help. But now I'm getting so frustrated, I see somebody, the other dude that pulled off. I asked a whole nother dude that's pumping some hydrogen fuel. I'm like, hey homie, this is my first time. You think you come show me how to do this? He like, yeah, for sure. He come over. He doing the same shit. It ain't working. So now I'm looking over.
In 3/4 of a mile, take exit 10 onto Santa Fe Avenue.
I'm looking at over at his gas tank on his car, his truck, and I'm looking at the little attachment that's coming out, and it's visibly smaller. It's the same shape, same style, but it just seems to be thinner than the one that I have. So I mentioned that. He like, yeah, that seems what it be.
Use the right lane to take exit 10 onto Santa Fe Avenue.
Not fit. Million ways. Me, myself can't make it fit. 2 people who are making it fit on theirs can't make it fit. I'm like, damn. So now I didn't gamble driving 8 miles and some change after she told me you got 10 miles after it hit 0. I can't really
take the exit. then keep right onto Santa Fe Avenue.
The night before. So I'm really like, damn, can I make it? I say,
Use the right lane.
to keep right onto Santa Fe Avenue. Then take the first left onto South Santa Fe Avenue. I jump on the E-way on the 710. All of a sudden, this motherfucker break down. I mean, it won't do no more than like, it went from 20 to 15 miles an hour. It reminds me when I'm at work on the docks and we driving cars.
At the light, use the left lane to turn onto South Santa Fe Avenue. Then turn left onto East Greenleaf Boulevard.
So it's doing like that on the freeway. I got big ass diesels like, brrr. Nigga get nervous as motherfucker. So I pull off the freeway. I'm on Long Beach Boulevard. So I'm like, damn, I might go make it. Then all of a sudden, that motherfucker got the going beep, 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 real loud. The dashboard say, warning, warning, 1 mile maximum left, find a safe spot and pull over. So bam, I'm like on 55th and Long Beach Boulevard, North Long Beach, right by the Carmelitos, girl. But I got to pull over and duck off. Hope my shit ain't hit the chap. Damn, feel like it looking like powdered donuts. If y'all see me with powdered donuts and y'all ain't tell me y'all ain't shit. But anyway.
At the next light, turn left.
So I'm on Long Beach Boulevard, car, now it ain't going over like 4 or 5 miles an hour. I gotta pull over and park. I'm ducked off like behind the little cleaners right there. Whoa. Call the lot. And this when I start calling the lot. I'm like, look, this is my situation. I left there Sunday. Y'all told me this. This was really going on.
At the light, turn left onto East Greenleaf Boulevard.
I'm stranded on the side of the road in Carson, in Long Beach, California. What do you advise me to do? These arrogant piece of shit, some of them bitches at LA City.
In a quarter mile.
The destination is on your right. Put me on hold. And then, after they put me on hold, the person that came back on the phone advised me in service to, they go UTR. These what I drive at work, y'all. I'm sure. Never mind. So what's going on? So, hold on. So, I'm like, I'm on the side. He tell me to call. He said, if you open up the owner's manual, you will find a number to call Hyundai, and they can. That's what the car lot. They gave me this car, lied to me. They advised me was to call Hyundai. So I had no choice. I didn't go up. I didn't go off. I didn't go in. I called Hyundai. Hyundai had a road assistance program that was readily and available to tow this car anywhere that could fuel it or to any Hyundai dealership. It was already, it's not a general program, bro. So that indicates this bullshit has been going on with these cars already. It was fully aware of it. I didn't have to do much explanation. So mind you, I'm on, they telling me I got to get it to a Hyundai dealership to get it refueled. So I'm like, all right, I'm trying to take it on the chin, right? So from 55th and Long Beach Boulevard, the closest Hyundai dealer was on 223rd Street in Carson. So I get it towed there. They send the flatbed. Bam, I wait for about an hour and a half. Flatbed comes, send it there. When I get there, they immediately tell me, oh, we can't fuel these. We don't charge these. I'm like, yeah. They're like, yeah, but I'm Mr. Gratitude is the attitude. I'm attempting to remain in control of my temper, and I'm taking all the bad news with a grain of salt. Ain't nothing. Call Roadside Assistance back. Hey, they can't do it up here. Blah, 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 wah, wah, wah. Okay, well, let me find a place that can for sure fuel it before we send you on another goose chase and all that. Bam, bam, bam. So the lady called me back from Roadside Assistance, say, I located a Hyundai dealer that claims they can fuel it. It's in Tustin. That's in Orange County, y'all. So for those that don't know, that's another way far away out a whole nother direction. to find one. There's Hyundai dealers all over this motherfucker. Every 15, 20 miles, it's a Hyundai dealer. But we got to go from one end of the city to the other, trying to locate one Hyundai dealer that can fuel this vehicle that they told me there was numerous places to fuel, right? So, bam. I, I'm sitting there, cuz, at Hyundai and Carson, cuz, for dinner 2 hours. Some just tell me, cuz, call Tustin Hyundai and confirm that this car can be fueled there. So I went on, bam, and I called Tustin Hyundai. I'm like, hey, I got a Hyundai Nexo, bam. They like, no, we don't fuel those. We don't have no capability. I think the only place that can is Van Nuys. Not going to explain how far Van Nuys is in the scope of the story now. That's ridiculous. So I'm like, bam. So I called Roadside Assistance and say, look, change that order on there. So no, I called back to tell LA City Motors. I'm like, look, man, LA City Cars. This is what I'm going through. I keep them up. I bring them all the way up to date. Now I'm sitting here. I've been waiting for 2 hours. Finna go to Orange County to Tustin, which is gonna be, what y'all don't realize, is like an hour and change ride. It's like in rush hour. Then I'm gonna have to sit there, get the service, and then do all that driving back. What I was waiting to do, found out that was gonna be a bunk run. I saved myself from that bunk run. I called LA City Cars. I'm like, cuz, y'all car, this bunk car y'all gave me, it's what I'm going through. But I'm not speaking in this fashion. I'm just being very direct, clear, precise about my experience, not expressing any emotion other than concern and a little bit of irritation. I'm just keeping them up to date. Also documenting my experience through my cell phone, taking pictures and doing videos as it goes on. So, bam, LA, LA City Cars. I say, look, man, this roadside assistance, they won't tow this vehicle back to y'all. They will only tow it to a Hyundai dealer or to a location that can fuel it. So they refusing to tow it to y'all because y'all are not an authorized Hyundai dealer. But you guys sold me a car under false pretense. There's no way for me to service this car in Southern California. I've gone to all the stations that claim to provide this fuel. They don't exist. You told me you did. I don't want to be involved in this anymore. I want to give you this car back. So a dude, I think his name was what was cuz name? Alvin. He put me on hold. He looked up the Hyundai dealer closest to them, gave me the address on Gale Street, Gayle, somewhere in La Puente, close to them, right? City Industry or something, bam. So I gave him the address. Well, they get the car towed there. Well, so in the meantime, y'all, so mind you, I ain't been in possession of this car since Tuesday evening before the sun went down. So I've been calling them, telling them I was uninterested in moving forward with this deal over the phone since Tuesday evening politely. You know, when you finance a vehicle, you have to wait for the call from the finance company to finalize. And I also had a balloon payment that they were going to take out Friday. And usually when you leave the lot with a card, and if you don't receive that call from the finance company, you know, if you don't make that balloon payment, the lot is demanding that you bring the car back because you didn't follow through with your obligations. I'm aware of this. These motherfuckers so cold, they know this, but they know they worked me out the gate. I'm gonna make sure not to pay the down payment, and I made sure I hung up on the finance company. And then when they called me, like, Curtis, you hung up on the finance company? I'm like, yeah, because this is why I'm on the side of the road, da-da-da-da-da. And then, so when I finally spoke to our finance company, I explained to them why I was uninterested in finalizing the deal. Let them know, man. So that was Tuesday, y'all. So just to make a long story short, I cannot tell you how many times I've called up there, talked to 1,000 people. Nobody could talk to me on the phone. You gotta be in present for we could do whatever. Well, I'd have been up there multiple times, cause getting smoke blew up my ass, getting to run around, getting lied to, getting faked on, right? So tomorrow will make a week since I left there with this vehicle that I couldn't utilize past Tuesday. They didn't try to quote the cooling off period to me, like, oh, there's no cooling off period. No shit, dumb fuck. I am not in violation of trying to utilize a cooling off period. You guys fraudulently sold me a vehicle, misrepresented how I could fuel it, and I bought this car under false pretense because you lied to me. So I swiped the debit, bro. So I went up there, what was this? Today is what, Saturday? I went up there Thursday. This fat fuck named Alfonso, cuz. This big fat fuck. He a Mexican too, cuz. And I don't want to bring a racial element to it, but at a certain point, everybody's condensation, being so condescending, looking at me like in a matter, trying to talk over my head like I was ignorant because the way I look, bro. It really felt like it had a racial element to the experience. Not saying that it did, but that happens often when you go out here in public these days in our environments. But anyway, uh, so bam, when I go up there Thursday, I talk to this fat fuck Alfonso. He do the whole shake my hand, look me in my eyes, give me a cell number, like talk to me. I'm the one. I'm gonna have your money, your funds electronically debited back to your card tomorrow on Friday, bro. Um, Man, somebody get Robert up out of here if he talking to me. If he talking to me, get him up out of here. So if he talking to somebody else, y'all do y'all shit. But anyway, so I'm like, all right, I'm satisfied, bro. I wait all day yesterday, Friday, to closing business time. And of course, eventually, I can't get in touch with Alfonso. Frank supposed to be his boss. I spoke to Frank. Frank give me some bullshit. By the end of the day, I still ain't got my money. They steady trying to finesse me into another vehicle because I'm already cool on doing business with them because of the way this shit is turning out, the way I've been treated, handled, and all that. And I've been lied to on multiple occasions throughout this process. So I don't want nothing from them. Y'all already frauded me. Give me my bread back. Let me go about my way. And they trying to quote this cooling off period policy that I'm over familiar with. You know what I'm saying? So I'm telling them this ain't no cool off situation. Y'all sold me something under false pretense. It was just somewhat of a debate. But throughout this process, one person had told me, oh yeah, well, we just gonna put the money back on your card minus the insurance binder because we paid $189 for the insurance binder. However, mind you, the day I left the lot, the fat fuck manager, when I saw he wasn't gonna honor the insurance that I had, the non-owner liability, I was saying, I'm cool, I'll leave. I'm cool. He was like, well, don't trip. We'll pay for the week insurance. I said, yeah, because I want to just be able to add, because I got an SR22. So I want to be able to just go to my insurance company and try to add it on to my policy, which I believe would be cheaper because they told me if I ever want to, I just wanted to add it to my shit, get out there without paying. So he said, okay, don't worry about it. I'll pay for the 1 week of insurance, $100. Now all of a sudden, it's $189 and they want me to pay for it when it's time for me to get my money back. So I'm like, nah, long story short, I'm up there first thing this morning. They open like 9, I'm there like 9:50. All the assholes is sitting behind the big desk. I come in there politely. Gentlemen. I'm like, look, man, one time through the phone, I've called up here a million times this week. One time I really lost my cool. I used profanity. I don't know who I was speaking to, but I like to just give an apology because I've been attempting to avoid that throughout this ordeal. And I used some choice words I prefer not to use. And if whoever it was, if they're not here, if you can deliver that message, please, I would do that. But I would just like to get my da-da-da-da-da-da. Bro, that turned them to try to get me into the finance office and finesse me into a Chevy boat. Bro, I'm through with y'all. They got a gang of Teslas, I ain't gonna lie. Y'all would have said one of these Teslas, I would have loved for my little nigga that had a Tesla. I would have fucked with y'all, right? But they tried to put him in a Chevy boat. I'm cool, because I only was gonna put him in that other things. I never seen one, and I just like he was gonna have something nobody had. It was kind of sporty. Chevy boat ain't sporty. Fuck that. So I'm cool. I didn't agree to buy a car from y'all just in general. I agreed to buy the car that was hydrogen fueled, that I could fuel at a certain amount of locations, which turned out not to be true. You guys frauded me. I'm not obligated to buy a vehicle from you, but they keep trying to finesse me and lock me in to agreement to purchase a vehicle with them, from them. And then it turned into them, all right, we're gonna give your money back, da-da-da-da. I'm like, all right, cool, put it on my card. But the business office ain't open till Monday. I lost it, y'all. I walked out, I seen Alfonso fat bitch ass. I'm like, bro, didn't you just shake my hand, look me in my eye, give you my cell number? Then I seen Presley, the initial salesman. I'm like, Presley, didn't you tell me I could, I'm walking up on him, you could tell he looking at me like angry, but I made both of them admit and agree to everything they told me. I'm like, bro, I threw a nutty. Every customer in there, they had like 2 sets of black customers. Man, fuck these punk motherfuckers. I caught them all kind of bitch. And they caught the sheriffs on me, cuz. So, sheriff pulled up, and they signed some papers that they agreed that I get my money back Monday, cuz. But I'm telling y'all, don't fuck with LA City Cars in La Puente. They full of shit, bro. Once they get your bread, they gonna treat you like you ain't shit, bro. Oh, my mama, they didn't give a fuck. They not even considering the possibility of the potential. They got a big-ass car lot, bro. Right on the boulevard. They leave, lights out, every night. They got a lot full of cars. Do you know how easy it is to take a spark plug and bust windshields? What if I was that type of nigga? They don't know. They have no idea how many of y'all I know. And how I could put that thought out into the universe, and somebody could randomly take it upon themselves 2, 3 in the morning, once a week for the next year, to make sure La Puente, LA City Cars will have to fix a windshield on their expense, because they tried to work me out of my little change, this $1 million corporation. And I'm not suggesting anyone do that. But just what if one person, 2 people, 3 people just randomly decided to 3 in the morning, 2 in the morning, 4 in the morning, 12 midnight, 10 p.m. Ski mask, hoodie up, take the little piece of a spark plug that you utilize to just go, bop, windshield gone. That would be crazy. What if I was the type of motherfucker that would beg y'all to do that? But I'm not. LA City Cars, La Puente, they lucky I'm not that type of nigga that would try to pump up my little small followers that I know is some not give a fucks in my group. What if I just tried to get in their head and manipulate, motivate, or coerce somebody to go bust some windshields out of some of their vehicles right on that boulevard, which is so easy to get away with? It's a big old shopping center right next to their shit, and it's cars right on the other side of the wall. Nigga just get them every time. Them ones right there, bam, and be gone. What if I was that type of nigga, man? And they just playing with a nigga paper, bro. I'm gonna still get my young nigga right. I'll probably just take them little couple bands and just grab him something that I ain't got to worry about paying no note on. But I just got caught up in the moment, because that's the type of father I am. Always trying to do something surprise, exciting, that, you know, bigger than normal. But sometimes reality, logic, and practicality kick in. And he is a youngster, no matter how ever responsible he is. I'm so proud of him and all my children. But he is the one we speaking of in particular at the moment, cuz. But yeah, don't fuck with no Hyundai Nexos, and definitely don't fuck with no La Puente, LA City Cars. And to the black people that was in there, the customers, it was one bad little mama in all black with. Woo! I was kind of suspicious that was like BBL, but if it wasn't, oh my God, she was beautiful. And there was a couple of black dudes in there. I threw my nutty, and I was telling them, get up out of here, don't give them y'all money. That was me, y'all. Oh, my mama. By name, Frank, Presley, Alfonso, Alvin is a piece of shit. They some funky, fat, nasty. They rob you without a pistol, arrogant, suspect racist too, cuz. They don't give a fuck. Don't fuck with LA City Cars, La Puente. Help me spread the word, y'all. I'm gonna get up out of here. Much love. Keep it to Google. Facts over feelings on my mama do like.